Welcome back to Patman Garage. We're doing another maintenance day on the old 2018 here. Um, she does have a little bit of oil consumption, so we're gonna see how bad it really is today. I have 4,500 miles on this oil right now, and I believe I'll have to check my records, but I believe I put one quart in it this so far. So we'll see where we're at oil level wise, and we'll get to doing maintenance on it. All right, I just wiped off the dipstick, and we'll make a pull here and see where we're at. Right at the bottom of the hatches, the way I'm reading that. Now I know I've shown you this before, but in case you are new to the channel, I have my special tool. It's PVC, not my design, but you crack the drain plug loose with a pair of pliers. Okay. Now with the special tool installed and the drain plug loose, it allows you to drain your oil without making a big mess all over your sway bar. Now it does take a little bit longer to drain out this way, but I will take no mess over speed any day of the week. So we'll let the oil drain out and then we'll grab the filter after that. Oh, while the oil's still draining, I took the time to make some more washer fluid, and we're going to top that off real quick and then we'll continue on. Got my filter cracked loose. This is the tool I use. It's just a expanding, multiple sizes. It kind of slots there, and it's designed to only be removal and not installation. It is technically possible to get to the filter from the top side, but it is a reach to go that far down. I usually like to put the truck up on these are just 3 layers of 2x6s. Just give me a little bit of space under the truck, and then it makes the filter nice and easy to get to right there. So I got it cracked open and we're dripping out, and once it stops dripping, we'll go ahead and remove it the rest of the way and swap it out and start filling it back up. Alrighty, I got my 9 quarts in it, and this is just a transmission funnel that's been chopped down. It actually works out really nicely. I do have a kind of what I would call professional funnel that actually threads into the valve cover, but it's kind of a pain to clean out. So for this time, we just use that guy. The last step is going to be draining the catch can. So I have the UPR catch can right here, and usually not a whole lot in it, but I'll pull it off and show you what I got in it. And there we have it. There's not a whole lot in it. And the real reason I like this funnel is it fits really nicely in the Motorcraft bottles, which means I can clean up my mess and drain into them really easily. And then the nice thing about doing that is you can actually look at your oil level and confirm here. So I got approximately 8 quarts out of it, not counting a small amount of mess. Now, a couple quick points of discussing oil consumption. Ford has done offered multiple different solutions. Most recently, they've offered a updated software that's supposed to close the throttle body more gently and create less engine vacuum, is what they say. I don't know that I believe it. That TSB also includes a longer dipstick or different hatched section of the dipstick that gives you more range. So you kind of know what is basically, it extends your allowable oil range before it's out of normal range. To me, it's kind of band-aiding the problem. Now I did want to discuss that this truck has had none of that. I've never took it in to complain for it. It's always been consistent. It's about approximately 2 quarts every 5,000 miles, give or take. But you know, I usually throw 1 quart at it, and then it's about a quart low by the time I need to change the oil. So to me, it's not a big deal. I know how much it's consuming. If something changes, then certainly may pursue a different option, but as it stands right now, to me, it's not a big deal. Now, if you're trying to push to like 10,000 miles like the factory says you can, then you're going to run out of oil and then you're going to have problems. But for me, I do my oil changes early anyways. It's cheap maintenance, cheap preventative maintenance. So last thing I need to do in the truck is reset the service interval on the cluster, and I need to update my logbook. So this truck has 56,000 miles on it, and we'll go do the quick 56,000 miles on it. As you can see, I'm a pretty conservative driver, averaging mid-20s usually on fuel economy. And I also really don't idle the truck at all. So feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section about how many idle hours you have versus how many runtime hours you have. I'd be curious to know what your averages or percentages are. Advanced settings, vehicle, oil life reset, and I always write down my percentage as well. So at 54%. And the other thing I keep track of is I use my Trip 2 as my oil change, so I'll go ahead and reset that as well. And last but not least, we'll check the logbook. We updated the information here, and it looks like I added 2 quarts when I got it back from getting the transmission rebuilt. So it just depends. I haven't always added oil. Apparently that time I added 2. And I haven't always written it down if I added oil either. So anyways, I'm trying to get better about making more notes in here of when I add stuff, but I'm hot and sweaty. It's time to end the video. Quick, easy oil change and top off some fluids, and that's it. So I appreciate y'all. Hopefully you learned something. Like I said, leave me a comment in the bottom if you want to discuss how many run hours you have, how many miles, how many idle hours you have, all that good stuff. I'd be curious just to see where everyone's at. And that's it. So I will catch you in the next one.